Okay, so good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about the differentiated teaching to suit learners' gender, strength, interests, and needs. So Jennifer Lazaro and I, Heidi V. Cablin, your reporters for today. Differentiated teaching strategies. This refers to the approaches or tactical procedure used to reach a goal involving a wide variety of texts, tasks, processes, and products, suited to various learning needs of diverse range of students. Ito ay tumutukoy sa mga taktikal na pamamaraan sa pagkamit ng mga goals that involves a wide variety of texts, tasks, and processes and products na akma sa mga iba't ibang pangangailangan sa pagkatuto ng iba't ibang saklaw ng estudyante. Differentiation refers to a variety of teaching techniques and lesson adaptations that educators use to instruct a diverse group of students with diverse learning needs in the same course, classroom, or learning environment. Why differentiated instructions? Because classrooms are filled with students who have different needs, come from different educational backgrounds, have different attention spans and interests, have different language abilities, and have different cultural backgrounds. Sa isang classroom kasi ay may iba't ibang klase ng estudyante at iba-iba rin yung kanilang pangangailangan sa pagkatuto at iba-iba rin yung interest nila kung paano sila matuto. So first is the learner's gender. This refers to the social attributes and opportunities associated with being male and female and the relationships between women and men and girls and boys, as well as the relationships between women and those between men. These attributes, opportunities, and relationships are socially constructed and learned through socialization processes. On average, girls are more motivated than boys to perform well in school. At least during elementary school, by the time girls reach high school, however, some may try downplay their own academic ability in order make themselves more likable in both sexes. Even if this occurs true, though it does not affect these grades from kindergarten through 12th grade. So first is the learner's gender. This refers to the social attributes and opportunities associated with being male and female and the relationships between women and men and girls and boys, as well as the relationships between women and those between men. These attributes, opportunities, and relationships are socially constructed and learned through socialization processes. On average, girls are more motivated than boys to perform well in school, at least during elementary school. By the time girls reach high school, however, some may try downplay their own academic ability in order make themselves more likable in both sexes. Even if this occurs, though it does not affect their grades from kindergarten to 12th grader, girls reach slightly higher average grades than boys. This fact does not lead to similar achievement. However, because as youngsters more into high school, they tend to choose courses or subjects conventionally associated with their gender. Math and science for boys in particular, and literature and the arts for girls. With boys slightly better at math and girls slightly better at reading and literature. Even in examinations, girls and boys perform differently. So here are some biased behaviors in the classroom. First is, usually males receives more teacher questions than females. Second, segregated seating patterns reinforce unequal teacher attention. Third, girls are more likely to be praised for the appearance and neatness of works. And last, school textbooks and supplemental resource materials tend to be filled male protagonists. So, indicators of gender bias. Who do I call on when hands are raised in class? Boys or girls? Do I address them in same manner? Do I equally scold both genders when problems and issues arise in the classroom? Do I distribute classroom duties equally, or do I contribute to the stigma that girls should clean and boys should deal with technical issues? Do I ask higher level questions of each gender? Do I have same expectations of all my students? Do I use gender-free languages? Or do I use example of both genders when teaching a lesson? Learners' experience addressing learners' needs. Number 1 is establish rules. Apply classroom rules fairly for both boys and girls. Make the classroom atmosphere one where both girls and boys are encouraged, questioned and reinforced. Make sure expectations are same for all of your students. Both genders can follow rules, can succeed to all subjects. Yan, so kapag gagawa ng rules, ay kailangang applied siya both boys and girls para fair ang fair. Kapag fair ang classroom rules for both boys and girls, mas mapapanatili ang silid-aralan bilang lugar ng pagkatuto na kung saan sila ay mas masigla at mas malakas. So number 2, have classroom seating plan that supports equal participation. Actively integrate groups by not allowing self-segregation. So pagkaroon ng seating plan na maaaring alphabetically arranged by height, by age, or kahit anong seating plan, basta nakikita na lahat nakikita ang partisipasyon ng lahat. So number 3 is group work. Never use gender to group students. Number 4, addressing students equally. Use gender-neutral language. Ayan, so gumamit ng neutral language. Neutral means walang kinikilingan o walang pinapanigan. So halimbawa nito ay guys or everyone. Ayan, so next, provide enough wait time to answer questions. So kapag nagtatanong tayo, ay kinakailangan ding bigyan natin ng time ang mga estudyante na makapag-isip. Hindi yung nagtanong tayo tapos kailangan ding may sagot agad-agad, as in agad-agad. Wait time and prepare. So next, use example that are gender balanced. So number 5, distributing praise and criticisms. So paano nga ba tayo tumugon kapag tama o mali ang sagot ng estudyante mo? Paano kapag mali? Ayan, so hindi naman maaari na sabihin mong ay mali ang iyong sagot, o kung minsan medyo bad trip yung teacher, hindi naman niya maaring sabihin na ang bobo mo naman, di ba? Kasi kapag ganon ang iyong tugon mo, imbis na ma-encourage sa'yo ang estudyante, maaring ma-discourage or ma-disappoint pa siya. Kaya kailangan natin na tumugon or mag-respond in a good way. Halimbawa, nice try, o di naman kaya ay may punto ka, o kaya maraming salamat sa iyong sagot. At sino pa ang maaring makapagbabahagi ng kanyang ideya. So, halimbawa, kagaya nitong halimbawa, Very good. You keep on improving because you keep on practicing. Ayan, so next is the learner's need. So these are observable gaps between a learner's present knowledge or competence and the curriculum standards identified as necessary for grade level. Each learner is unique and iba-iba rin ang learning style nila, kaya kailangan na maintindihan mong mabuti ang mga estudyante mo. So, why do we need to understand our learners? Or, why do we need to understand learners' needs? So, by knowing your learners' needs, you can deliver exactly what they need. And by having a deeper understanding of them, you can approach them like a friend and guide them like a mentor to make them change their behavior and attitudes. So, what are the methods for assessing learning needs? First, here is the informal conversations. So, classroom communication takes place between teacher and among learners, both formal in a form of formal lecture, as well as informal discussions. So informal conversation can also be gestures or no words. Informal conversations put people at ease. Yan, so informal learning is usually unstructured, spontaneous, and very often unintentional. Yan. So students join informal groups because of common interests, social needs, or simply friendship. Informal groups typically develop their own norms and roles. So the next one is structured interviews. In a structured interviews, the teacher asks the same questions of numerous individuals in a precise manner, offering each individual the same set of possible responses. In contrast, an unstructured interview contains many open-ended questions that are not asked in precise structured way. Ayan, so the next is focus groups. Usually, small group interviews. The purpose of focus group is to get feedback and elicit information in the topic of interest. Focus group are useful for brainstorming ideas and finding out what groups of people think. Next is self-administered questionnaires, tests, observations, and documentations.